Welcome to Blind Quest, the Enchanted Castle. You have reached Desert of Sarteris, far east. Swipe saving point. You saved the game. Helen warns Nathan that the next destination is the Academy of Magic to the west. A talented student is studying how to put a spell on weapons. Helen precedes Nathan. Helen warns Nathan. Guard. The princess's personal guard is silent, as usual. The princess's signpost. On the signpost, there are various indications. To the north, the swamp of Melfris. To the west, the Academy of Magic. And to the east, the Freda territories. On the signpost, cactus. The desert is incredibly hot, but these giant cactuses contain water and help you to never suffer from thirst. The desert is a soldier. The soldier is happy that in the end Reldia and Freda made peace, but he will never forget his dead comrades. The soldier is happy. Northern exit. Eastern exit. Western exit. Saving point. You say western, eastern You have reached Prison of Freda, southwest. Signpost. The signpost says that the realm of Reldia is to the east. The signpost. Soldier. The soldier says that officially the people of Freda lost the war, but actually, they haven't lost any territories. The soldier says, merchant. The merchant tells Nathan, you won't talk to people from Freda. The merchant tells, gamekeeper. The man explains that Freda technology is much more advanced than Reldia's. They only won thanks to the magic of King Alan. The man explains, signpost of the prison. The signpost warns that the prison territories are part of the Freda nation. The signpost, eastern exit, western exit, signpost, west, eastern exit. Nathan prefers to avoid visiting a foreign prison. Western, sign, western. You have saving you, Helen. Helen warns. Guard. The princess's signpost. On the signpost. Cactus. The desert is soldier. The soldier is happy. Northern exit. Eastern western saving point. Use western. The path continues beside a dusty cemetery. You have reached Desert of Sarteris, east. Apprentice. A student of the Academy of Magic. He advises Nathan that the desert is full of monsters. A student of the Academy of Ghoul. The battle begins. On the left. 100% life points. Nathan gets hit. Shape. Nathan gets hit. On the right. Nathan more gets hit. 75% life points. He is more than 75. Middle. More than 75. Nathan gets hit. More than 75. On the left. More than 75%. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap to apprentice. A student of the Academy. Cemetery. Graves in the desert. Nathan wonders if there are travelers down there. Graves in the desert. Ghoul. The battle begins. Nathan gets victory! Nathan gains experience points. Double tap to apprentice. A student of the Academy. Cemetery. Graves in the desert. Cultist. The battle begins. Blow on the left. Less blow in the middle. 5. Blow on the little sun. Blow in the middle. Nathan gets hit. Blow on the right. Blow in the middle. Less than 75 points. Less than 75 points. Less than 75. Nathan gets hit. Less than 70. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap. Apprentice. A student of the cemetery. Graves in the commoner woman. A pale young girl asks Nathan if he can recover the puppet she lost in the desert. A pale young girl. Eastern exit. Western exit. Apprentice. Western. Nathan enters an army encampment. Not so far away, he sees a glimpse of the Academy of Magic. You have reached Desert of Sarteris. Center. Swipe. Apprentice. The apprentice says that everyone can study magic, but only the royal family can practice it. The apprentice says that every encampment. The Academy doesn't want soldiers in its territory, and so they have to stay away from it. The Academy doesn't want soldier. The soldiers are here to protect the students of the Academy of Magic, but also to keep an eye on them. The soldiers are here. Supervisor. The same scholar Nathan met in the swamp. He tells the mercenary that a long time ago he attended the Academy of Magic, but he preferred to travel instead of having his nose in books. The same scholar Nathan. Eastern exit. Southern exit. Western exit. Southern exit. The sound of water fills Nathan's ears. It seems like a lush oasis compared to all this sand and dryness. You have reached Desert of Sarteris, south. Palms. It is not a mirage. It's a real oasis. It is not broken aquabus, some kind of weapon, almost covered by sand. Some kind of soldier. The soldier asks Nathan to kill the necromancer, the chief of the cultists. He is not strong enough. He should be near the cemetery just now. The soldier asks Nathan, apprentice. The apprentice tells Nathan that he and Philo were in the oasis to source water, and some men attacked them. They were alone and everything was so quick. But maybe nearby Nathan can find some clue about who they were. The apprentice is still upset. The apprentice is still upset about being assaulted. Gravedigger. The man tells Nathan that he is the one who takes care of the cemetery there. Nathan asks if he knows a pale young girl. As an answer, he gives him a dirty puppet and tells him that people often steal it from that poor girl just for fun. Nathan tries to ask more about the girl, but the man changes the subject. Nathan tries to ask northern exit, palms, northern exit. You have reached apprentice. The apprentice says that everyone can study. Encamp. The academy doesn't. Soldier. The soldiers are here to protect. Supervisor. The same scholar. Eastern exit. Southern exit. Western apprentice. Western apprentice. Western. In front of Nathan there is an imposing building dug in the rock. It is the seat of the Academy of Magic. You have reached Desert of Sarteris, Academy of... Swipe left. Helen. Helen is agitated. She says that the apprentice she was looking for has been kidnapped while he was in the oasis. His name is Philo, and she asks Nathan to save him. Helen is agitated. She says that the apprentice she was looking for has been kidnapped while he was in the oasis. His name is Philo, and she asks Nathan to save him. Nathan reveals that he already knows him. He was a comrade's brother. One-eyed apprentice. The Academy of Magic reveals to Nathan that the cultist's chief is a mysterious necromancer. Someone says that he used to be a teacher at the Academy. The Academy of Magic reveals to Nathan, tall apprentice. The boy tells Nathan that cultists can freely use magic. This is the reason why they are so dangerous. The boy tells Nathan, apprentice, tall. The boy tells Nathan, apprentice. The apprentice says to Nathan that years ago some students rebelled and became cultists. The apprentice says to Nathan, Academy of Magic. The Academy of Magic hosts many young noblemen who hope to serve the royal palace sooner or later. The Academy of Magic. Eastern exit. Western exit. Helen. Western exit. Nathan can't continue without saving Philo. He must do it in memory of his comrade. Eastern. You have reached apprentice. The apprentice says that encamp. The academy doesn't. Soldier. The soldiers are here to. Supervisor. The same. Eastern exit. Southern exit. You have reached Palms. Desert of Sun. It is not a mirage. It's a real. Broken aquabus. Almost covered by the sand. An aquabus. Only people of Freda own weapons like this. Maybe they are the ones who kidnapped Philo. But why? Broken aquabus. It's sinking in the sand. Broken aquabus. Soldier. The soldier asks Nathan. The soldier asks apprentice. The apprentice is still up. Gravedigger. Nathan tries to ask northern exit. Palms. Northern. You have reached apprentice. The apprentice says encamp. The academy does. Soldier. The soldiers are here. Supervisor. The same scholar. Eastern exit. You have reached desert apprentice. Nathan asks the apprentice if he saw a pale young girl somewhere around there, but he didn't. Nathan asks the apprentice, Ghoul. The battle begins. Nathan gets victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap. Apprentice. Nathan asks the apprentice. Cemetery. The necromancer is looking for something near the gravestones. Nathan attacks him. The battle begins. Blow on the left. Nathan gets hit. Nathan gets hit. Nathan gets hit. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tapped. Graves in the desert. Nathan wonders if there are travelers down there. Ghoul. The battle begins. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap. Apprentice. Nathan asks the apprentice. Cemetery. Graves in the desert. Cultist. The battle. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Double tap to apprentice. Cemetery. Nathan asks the cemetery. Graves in eastern exit. Western grave. Nathan can't find the girl anymore. Now there is a grave where she was. Nathan notices a healing potion near it. He swaps the puppet for the potion. Apprentice, grave. Western, eastern. You have reached desert saving point. You say Helen. Guard. The princess's personal guard is signpost. On the signpost, cactus. The desert is in soldier. The soldier is happy that in the end, northern exit, eastern exit, western exit, eastern. You have signpost. Prison of the signpost says soldier. The soldier says that officially the people of Freda lost the war. Merchant. The merchant tells Nathan. Gamekeeper. The man explains that Freda. Signpost of the signpost war. Eastern exit. Western exit. Signpost. Western. Eastern. Nathan prefers to avoid visiting a foreign prison. Western exit. Sign. Western exit. You have reached saving point. Desert. You say Helen. Guard. The princess's signpost. On the sign. Cactus. The desert is in soldier. The soldier is happy that in northern exit, eastern exit, western exit, east, western. You have reached apprentice. Nathan asks, ghoul. The battle begins. Nathan, victory! Nathan, apprentice. Nathan asks, cemetery, graves, ghoul. The battle begins. Victory! Apprentice. Nathan asks, cemetery, graves, double tap to continue. Battle. Victory! Apprentice. Nathan asks, cemetery, graves in the dead. E double tap to continue. Western, grave. Western, grave. Western. You have reached apprentice. Desert of Sartera. Encamp. The academy. The apprentice says that everyone can stop. Soldier. The soldiers are here to protect the supervise. Eastern the same scholar. Eastern southern exit. Western exit. You have Helen. Desert of Sarteris. Helen can't believe that the Freda people can be on the warpath again. Nathan must go to the Freda territories to free Philo. Helen can't believe that the one-eyed apprentice. The Academy of Magic reveals to Nathan. Tall apprentice. The boy tells Nathan. Apprentice. The apprentice says to Nathan. Academy. The Academy of Magic hosts men. Eastern, Western, East, West. Helen. Helen can't believe that the Western. Nathan can't Eastern. West, South, Eastern exit. West, Eastern exit. Desert of Sarteris, East. You have reached Western, Eastern. You have reached prison of Western exit. Soldier. Signpost. The signpost says soldier. The soldier says that a fish. Merchant. The merchant tells Nathan. Gamekeeper. The man explains that signpost of the signpost warns Eastern exit. Nathan infiltrates the prison. He knows that he's on enemy ground, but his sword is ready for battle. You have reached prison of Freda, south. Aquabusia of the battle begins. Go in the middle. Go in the middle. Go on the left. Go on the more than 75% life. More than 75%. 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 More than 75. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Double tap to continue. Arquebusier of Freda. The Arquebusier has no will to attack Nathan. He says he wants to surrender. He asks Nathan to go to the fortress of Rodham and find a document which will allow him and his family to escape to Reldia. The Arquebusier has no will to attack. Weapons rack. The arquebus is the characteristic weapon of Freda. Nathan is not able to use it. The Arquebusier of the battle begins. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan increases his experience level. Double tapped. You opened the menu page. Nathan reached level 4. Press double tap to you opened the inventory page. You selected 29 healing potion. A rare and beautiful healing potion. The swipe blue flower. Puppet. Nothing. Puppet. A stuffed puppet covered in dust. Blue flower. A rare and beautiful flower. Its petals are a strong blue color. You opened your back in Arquebusier of the Arquebusier. Weapons northern exit. Western exit. Arquebusier west northern exit. Nathan goes into the prison. The walls around him are covered with humidity stains. The sound of rattling chains can be heard in the distance. You have reached Prison of Freda Center. Saving point. You saved the game. Weapons rack. Some arquebus are leaning against the wall. It's a lethal weapon. More lethal than a sword. Some arquebus are chains. The perfect tool for a jailer. The perfect Arquebusier of the battle begins. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap. Saving point. You saved weapons. Some arquebus are chains. The perfect tool for a jailer. The perfect Lieutenant of Freda. The Freda lieutenant blocks Nathan's way. He says his men are worth less than nothing, so he will personally kill the mercenary. The battle begins. Blow on the Nathan gets hit. Blow in the middle. Nathan gets more than 75%. Nathan gets hit. He isn't worried. Nathan gets hit. Less than 75%. Blow in the middle. Nathan gets hit. Less than 75%. Nathan gets hit. Less than 50%. Nathan gets hit. Less than Nathan gets hit. 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 Press the left arrow to load the last saved game. Swipe right to go back to the main menu. You have reached Prison of Saving Point. Use weapons. Some arquebus are leaning. Some arquebus chains. The Arquebusier of the battle begins. Nathan gets hit. Victory! Saving. You save weapons. Double tap. Chains. The Lieutenant of the Freda. The battle begins. Blow in the middle. Nathan gets hit. Blow on the Nathan gets hit. Blow on the right. Blow on the right. Nathan gets hit. Blow in the middle. Nathan gets hit. More than 75%. Nathan gets blow on the left. Nathan gets hit. Blow on the left. Blow on the left. Nathan gets hit. Blow less than Nathan gets hit. Blow in the middle. Nathan gets blow. Nathan gets blow. Nathan gets hit. Nathan gets hit. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tapped. Eastern exit, southern exit, northern exit, saving point. You saved weapons. Some arquebus are leaning against them. Chains, the perfect lieutenant of Freda. Eastern exit, southern exit, northern exit, southern exit, eastern lieutenant. Nathan enters the jailer's room. On the wall there is a map, and in the center of the room there is an empty table. You have reached Prison of Freda, north. Chains, the perfect tool for a jailer. The perfect map. A map of the realm of Reldia. There are signs drawn on it. It almost looks like an invasion plan. A map of the prison guard. The jailer attacks Nathan. The battle begins. Blow on the right. Nathan gets hit. Blow in the middle. Nathan gets hit. Blow in the middle. Nathan gets hit. Worried about Nathan gets hit. Blow on the left. Nathan gets hit. Blow on the right. Blow on the right. More than 7. Nathan gets hit. Blow in the middle. Nathan gets hit. Blow in the middle. Nathan gets hit. Blow on the left. Nathan, he's blow in the middle. Nathan, you recover. Blow on the left. Blow on the left. Nathan gets hit. Blow on the left. More than 75. Nathan gets hit. Blow on the right. Nathan gets hit. Blow on the left. Nathan gets hit. Blow on the right. Nathan gets hit. Blow in the middle. Nathan gets hit. Nathan gets hit. Blow on the right. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap. Southern exit. You have reached saving where prisoner saving northern exit, southern exit, eastern exit, lieutenant of Freda. You have reached prison of Freda, north. Chains, the perfect map. A map of the realm. Table, an empty table. An empty southern exit. Chains, southern exit. You have reached northern prison of Freda. North saving point. You say weapons rack. Some arquebus. Chains. The perfect lieutenant of Freda. You have reached prison of Freda. North. Southern exit. You have reached northern prison of Freda. Southern exit. Eastern exit. Nathan enters Philo's cell. The close environment stinks of humidity, and there is mold everywhere. You have reached prison of Freda, Philio's cell. Swipe chains. These chains were meant for Philo. These chains... Philo. Philo thanks Nathan for saving him, and asks what he's doing there. Nathan says he and the princess need a sword with the ability to kill ghosts, but he is the only one who knows how to create it. Philo is happy to see Nathan again. Many years have passed since the last time. You have reached prison northern exit, southern exit, eastern exit. You have reached chains. These chains were western chains. Western. You have reached saving prison. Use weapons rack. Some arquebus chains. The perfect lieutenant of Freda. Eastern lieutenant of Freda. You have reached chains. The perfect map. A map of the table. An empty table. Southern exchange. Southern. You. Saving point. Prison. Weapons. Saving point. Use. Weapon. Chain. Lieutenant. Eastern. Southern exit. Northern exit. Saving point. Northern. Southern exit. You have reached Prison of Freda. Aquabusia of the battle. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Double tap to Aquabusia. The Aquabusia has no will to weapons rack. The Aquabus is the character. Aquabusia of the battle. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Double Aquabusia. The Aquabusia. Weapon. The Aqua. Northern exit. Western exit. Aquabusia. Western. You have reached signpost. The signpost said soldier. The soldier said the soldier. Merchant. The merchant. Gamekeeper. The man explains that signpost of the prison. The signpost war. Eastern exit. Western exit. Signpost. Western. You have reached saving point. You say Helen. Guard. The princess's signpost. On the signpost. Cactus. The desert is incredible. Soldier. The soldier is happy that in the northern exit. Eastern western saving point. You say western. You have reached apprentice. Nathan asks the apprentice. Ghoul. The battle begins. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap. Apprentice. Nathan asks the apprentice. Cemetery. Graves in the dead. Ghoul. The battle begins. Victory! Nathan gains. Apprentice. Nathan. Cemetery. Graves in double cultist. Victory! Nathan gains. Apprentice. Nathan asks. Cemetery. Graves in east double. You have western desert of Sarteris, far east. You have reached grave. There's western grave. West eastern cultist. Victory! Nathan grave. Western. Nathan gets a healing. Western double grave. Western. You have reached desert apprentice. The apprentice says that. The apprentice says encampment. The academy doesn't want soldier. The soldiers are here. Supervisor. The same scholar. Eastern southern exit. You have reached Palms. Desert of Sarteris. It is not a mirage. It is not a mirage. It's a real broken arquebus. Soldier. The soldier thanks Nathan. Without the soldier thanks Nathan. Without the necromancer, the cultists will be weaker. As a result, he gives him some healing potion. Apprentice. The apprentice is still upset about being assaulted. The apprentice is gravedigger. Nathan tries to ask northern exit. Palms. Northern. You have reached apprentice desert. The apprentice says that everyone can encamp. The academy soldier. The soldiers supervisor. The same scholar. Eastern exit. Southern exit. Western exit. You have reached Helen. Helen is happy. Now that they have an expert magician, she just needs some magic crystal powder to fight the ghosts. Philo is beside her, confirming that now they only have to go to the Crystal Lands to the west. Helen is happy. One-eyed up, the Academy of Magic reveals tall. The boy tells Nathan, apprentice. The apprentice says to Nathan, Academy. The Academy of Magic hosts Eastern, Western, Helen, Western. Nathan, Philo, and Helen leave the desert and arrive at the entrance to the city of Kurigos. In the middle of the street, there is a very distressed man. Behind him, the city is on fire. You have reached City of Kurigos, East. Saving point. You saved the game. Helen. Helen says that the Crystal Lands are beyond the city. They must free them. Helen says that the guard. The guard will defend Helen from enemies. The guard will... Superintendent. The city superintendent introduces himself to Nathan. He says some invading troops from Freda are attacking the city. Nathan reassures him he'll deal with this situation. The city superintendent introduces Philo. Philo tells Nathan that Freda's troops captured him to thwart the king's magic. If Kurigos fails, they will attack the capital. Philo tells Nathan, soldier. The soldier tells Nathan that as much as he hates the people of Freda, he must admit that their flag is more beautiful than Reldia's. The soldier tells Nathan, lamp with crystal. A lamp. Crystals extracted in the Crystal Lands nearby provide light at nighttime. A lamp. Eastern exit. Western exit. Saving point. Use Western exit. Nathan throws himself furiously into the battle, while Kurigos' soldiers are trying to take back the city. With his fighting skill, Nathan overwhelms the enemy defenses, reaching the city streets. Not far away, he hears the thunder of shots. The people of Freda must have a fearsome war machine. You have reached City of Kurigos, Center. Aquabusia of... The battle begins. Nathan gets hit! Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap to busted cart. The city of Kurigos is very rich thanks to the magic crystal trade. The city of Kurigos... Signpost. The signpost says that the desert of Sartaris is to the east. The city dungeons are to the south. To the west is the way to the Crystal Lands. The signpost says Aquabusia of Freda. The battle begins. Nathan gets hit! Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap to continue. Western exit. You have Aquabusia City. The battle begins. Victory! Nathan gains... Busted cart. Nathan gets... The city of Kurigos. Double signpost. The signpost... Aquabusia of Freda. Lamp with a wounded soldier. Help. Barricade. Wounded. Aquabusia of Freda. Wounded soldier. A wounded soldier. Help is on the way. A wounded soldier. Barricade. Barricades. Who built them? Kurigos' citizens or Freda's? Barricades. Lamp with crystal. A lamp. Crystals extracted in the Crystal Lands nearby provide light at nighttime. Guardsmen of Freda. The battle begins. More than 75%. He is more than 75. More than than 75%. More than 75%. More than 75%. More than 75%. Nathan gets hit. Blow on the left. More than 75%. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap. Busted. The city of Curig. Signpost. The signpost. Aquabusia afraid. Wounded. A wounded. Barricade. Barricade. Lamp with a lamp. Eastern exit. Southern. Western exit. Eastern exit. Western. Eastern. City of Kurigos. East. You have reached Western. East. You have reached Western Desert of Southern exit. Western, Southern, Eastern exit. You have reached Grave. West Desert, Eastern exit. You have reached Western Desert, Northern exit. You have reached Southern exit, Western exit, Northern exit. You have reached Guard. Stronghold. The Guard wishes Nathan a good trip. Casket. Grinid. The Casket. Guard. Southern exit. Eastern exit. You have reached Brage. Stronghold. Even if it is date. Guard. The Guard is perfectly still, ready to protect the princess in case of attack. Throne. A simple wooden throne. Western exit. Soldier. West soldier. The soldier takes care of the document for the passage. Nathan asks if he can get him a special pass for a family. The soldier greets Nathan. The soldier greets Western exit. You have reached Guard. Southern exit. You have Southern exit. You have reached Western Desert of. You have reached Grave. Desert of Western. You have reached West Desert of Sartera. You have reached Western. You have reached Western. You have reached Western Southern exit. Eastern exit. Southern exit. Western Southern exit. Nathan must free the center of the city to the west. Western exit. Nathan arrives in the central square of Kurigos. The enemy artillery is on the paved courtyard. Its shots echo throughout the area. You have reached City of Kurigos. West. Aquabusia of the battle begins. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Double tap to continue. Barricade. Barricades. Who built them? Kurigos' citizens or freighters? Barricades. Guardsmen of Freda. The battle begins. Nathan gets hit. Nathan, victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double barricade. Barricades. Fountain. The fountain waters are calm in any situation. The fountain water. Lamp with crystal. A lamp. Crystal. The battle begins. Nathan gets hit. A lamp. Crystals extracted in the crystal. Nathan gains experience. A lamp. Nathan increases his experience level. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap to continue. Western barricade. Western, Eastern, Guardsman of Freda. You have Western City of Kurigos, Center. You have Aquabusia City. The battle begins. Victory! Nathan barricade. Double tap. Guardsman of Freda. The battle begins. Nathan gets victory! Nathan gains experience. Barrack. Fountain. Double tap to continue. Lamp with lamp. Crystals extract. Blow on the right. Nathan gets hit. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap. Western exit. Barricade. West. Eastern. Guardsman of Freda. Artillery of Freda. Fountain. Barricade. Fountain. Artillery. Guardsman. Eastern. Western. Barricade. Barricades. Fountain. The fountain waters are cut. Artillery of Freda. An enormous artillery piece is in the middle of the square. Nathan throws himself against the war machine. The battle begins. Blow on the left. Blow on the left. Nathan gets hit. Blow on the left. Blow on the right. Blow on the right. Nathan gets hit. More than 75%. Blow in the middle. Nathan gets hit. More than 75%. More than 75% life. Blow on the right. Nathan gets hit. Blow on the right. Nathan gets hit. Blow on the right. Nathan gets hit. Blow on the left. Nathan gets hit. Blow on the less than 75%. Blow in the middle. Blow in the middle. Nathan gets hit. Blow on less than 75%. Nathan gets hit. Less than 75%. Blow on the left. Blow on the left. Blow in the middle. Nathan gets hit. Nathan gets hit. Nathan victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap. Barricade. Barricades. Fountain. The fountain waters are cut. Lamp with crystal. A lamp. Crystals extracted in the crystal lands nearby provide light at nighttime. A lamp. Eastern exit. Western exit. Soldier. The soldier rejoices in the victory. Soldier. The soldier rejoices in the victory. Barricade. Western exit. The city is under attack. Nathan has no time to take a detour. Eastern exit. Soldier. City of Kurigos. Western southern exit. Eastern exit. You have Western, Eastern, you have Western, Desert. You have Western, Desert. You Northern exit. Desert of Sarteris, south. You have Western, Southern, Desert of You have Gray, West, Eastern exit. You have Western, Eastern, Desert. You have signed the prison of soldier. The soldier says that a merchant, the merchant, gamekeeper, the man explains signpost of the signpost, Eastern, West, signpost, West, Eastern. You have Aquabusia, prison of the battle. Victory! Nathan gets Aquabusia. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap to get the Aquabusia thanks Nathan and rewards him with some healing potion. The Aquabusia thanks Nathan. As soon as his family is ready, he'll leave this place. The Aquabusia thanks weapons rack. The Aquabus is the Aquabusia of the battle. Victory! Nathan Aquabus. The Aquabusia double weapon. The Aquabus northern. You have reached northern prison of Freda. You have reached southern exit. You have reached northern prison southern exit. Aquabusia of prison of Freda. Victory! Western exit. Double tap to continue. You have reached Western prison of... You have Western desert of Sarteris, far east. You have reached grave, desert of Western. You have Western desert of Sarteris, center. You have reached Western You have reached Western. You have reached City of Soldier, busted cart. The city of Kurigos is very rich. Signpost. The signpost says, wounded soldier. A wounded soldier. Barricade. Barricades. Lamp with eastern exit. Lamp. A lamp. Eastern southern exit. Nathan must free the center of the city to the west. Eastern exit. You have reached saving point. City. You save Helen. Helen is relieved. The city is saved. Now they can continue their journey. Helen is relieved. Guard. The guard will defend Helen. Superintendent. The superintendent warns Nathan that Freda's troops are retreating to the dungeons. The superintendent warns Nathan that... Philo. Philo tells Nathan that the crystal lamp... Soldier. The soldier tells Nathan that as much... Lamp with crystal. A lamp. Eastern exit. Western saving point. Use Western. You have reached busted City of Kurigos. Signpost. The signpost. Wounded. A wounded soldier. Barricade. Barricade. Lamp with eastern. Lamp. A lamp. Eastern southern exit. Nathan goes down into the dungeons. The soldiers defending Kurigos are monitoring the room to avoid further attacks. You have reached Dungeons of Kurigos. Northwide signpost. The signpost says that Kurigos's dungeons are very ancient. The signpost table. A table. On it, a sword. A table. Barricade. Barricades built by prisoners. Barricades. Soldier. The soldier tells Nathan that they managed to clear the room, but other soldiers are coming from the tunnel which they dug down in the dungeons. The soldier tells northern exit, eastern exit, signpost, table, sign, eastern, northern exit. You have soldier, sit, soldier, soldier. Western exit. The soldier rejoices in the victory. Soldier. The soldier rejoices. The soldier busted. Western southern exit. You have reached eastern, northern exit. Eastern. Space in the dungeons is tight, and the enemy could attack Nathan at any moment. The mercenary is ready for anything as he advances along the dark corridors. You have reached Dungeons of Kurigos, north. Swipe map. A map of the realm of Reldia. A map. Chains. The perfect tool for a jailer. The perfect guardsman of Freda. The battle. Nathan, victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap. Map. A map of the chains. The perfect table. A table. On it, a sword. A table. Western exit. Southern exit. Map. Southern. Nathan moves forward in the dungeon. The air is very still. You have reached Dungeons of Kurigos. Center. Swipe. Saving point. You saved the game. Barricade. Barricades. Who built them? Kurigos' citizens or Freda's? Barricade. Grenadier of Freda. The Grenadier carries a lot of explosives. If Nathan defeats him, he'll be able to steal his grenades to destroy the excavation done by his enemies. The battle begins. So on the left. Nathan gets hit. More than 70. Nathan gets more hit. Than 75% on that point. Nathan more gets hit. Nathan gets hit. More than 70. Nathan gets hit. More than 70. Nathan gets hit. Less than 70. Nathan gets hit. Less than 75. Less than the middle. Nathan gets hit. Less than 75. Less than Nathan gets hit. 5 point. Right. Less than 75%. Less than 75%. Nathan gets hit. Less than 75%. Nathan gets hit. 75% life. Nathan gets hit. Nathan gets hit. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap. Saving point. You saved barricade. Barricades. Aquabusia of the battle begins. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Double tap to saving. You save barricade. Barricades. Chains. The perfect tool for a jailer. The perfect northern exit. Southern exit. Saving point. You southern. The corridor goes on. Nathan continues to go forward step by step, paying attention to every small sound, trying to avoid enemy ambushes. You have reached Dungeons of Kurigos, south. Rune drawn on the wall. Someone has drawn a rune on the wall. Someone has... Barricade. Barricades. Who built them? Kurigos' citizens or Freda's? Barricade. Aquabusia of... The battle. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Double tap to... Rune. Someone has drawn... Barricade. Barricades. Northern exit. Southern exit. Standard bearer of Freda. Nathan is ready. The standard bearer pretends not to see Nathan while he walks beside him, to avoid facing him in a fight. The standard bearer... Rune drawn on... Someone has drawn a rune on the wall. Southern exit. Nathan reaches the end of the dungeons. The enemy commander is there, waiting for him, ready for a duel. Behind him, enemy troops are retreating into the deepest part of the tunnel. You have reached Dungeons of Kurigos. Far south. Swipe left. Guardsmen of Freda. The battle. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap. Guardsmen of Freda. The battle begins. Nathan gets victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap. Commander of Freda. The commander yells to Nathan that he will never stop the glory of Freda and attacks. The battle begins. Blow on the left. Nathan gets hit. Blow on the left. More than 70. Nathan gets hit. He isn't worried. Blow on the right. Nathan gets hit. Nathan gets hit. Less than 75%. Nathan gets hit. Less than 75. Blow on the left. Nathan gets hit. Blow in the middle. Nathan gets hit. Blow in the middle. Nathan gets hit. Blow on the left. Begins to falter. Blow on the left. Blow in the middle. Nathan gets hit. Blow on the left. Less than 50. Nathan gets hit. Nathan gets victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap. Guardsmen of Freda. Northern ex. Guardsmen of Freda. Table. A table. On it, a sword. A table. Tunnel in the wall. The Fredans have dug a tunnel for a surprise attack on the city. Nathan... The tunnel has collapsed. The tunnel has collapsed. The Fredans can't enter anymore. Northern exit. Guardsmen of Freda. Northern... You have rune draw. Dungeons of Curie. Barricades. Aquabusia of battle. Victory! Nathan get rune. Someone has drawn. Double tap. Barricade. Northern exit. Southern exit. Standard. Southern exit. Standard. The standard bearer. Southern. Northern. You have saving point. Use the barricade. Aquabusia of battle. Victory! Nathan saving. You say barricade. Change the northern exit. Southern exit. Saving point. Saving. Use southern. Northern. You have map. Done a map of chains. The perfect guardsmen of Freda. The battle. Victory! Nathan map. A map of chains. The perfect table. A table. Western double tap. Southern X map. Southern Western. You have signpost. The signpost said table. A table. Barricade. Soldier. The soldier tells Nathan that they managed to northern exit. Eastern signpost. Table. Eastern exit. Northern eastern. You have map. Done a map of the realm of southern western exit. Southern exit. Southern egg, northern egg, done. You have reached southern egg, dungeons of Kurigos. Table. Western egg, southwestern. You have reached signpost. Table. A table. Barricade. Soldier. Northern exit. Eastern exit. Signpost. Eastern northern exit. You have reached City of Busted Car. The city of Kurigos is very... Signpost. The signpost says wounded soldier. A wounded soldier. Barricade. Barricade. Lamp with crystal. A lamp. Eastern exit. Southern exit. Western exit. You have reached City Barricade. Barricades. Barricade. Fountain. The fountain water. Lamp with a lamp. Eastern exit. Western exit. Soldier. Western. Eastern exit. You have reached soldier. City soldier. Western. Southern exit. Eastern. You have reached saving point. City. You saved Helen. Helen is relieved. The city is saved. Now, guard. The guard will defend. Superintendent. The superintendent is happy that the city is finally free from enemies. Some of Freyda's soldiers are still fighting in the dungeon, but they will be dealt with. The superintendent is happy that the city is finally... Philo. Philo tells Nathan that the crystal land... Soldier. Philo tells Nathan that the crystal lands are beyond the city. Soldier. The soldier tells Nathan that as much as he hates the people... Lamp with crystal. A lamp. Eastern exit. Western saving point. Use Western. You have reached Busted Car. The city of Cure. Signpost. The signpost. Wounded. A wounded soldier. Barricade. Barricade. Lamp with a lamp. Eastern, southern, western exit. Barricade. City of Cure. Fountain. The fountain. Lamp. Eastern. Lamp. A lamp. Crystals. Eastern. Western. Soldier. 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 Western. After a long walk, the land in front of Nathan seems like an alien world. Blue and purple crystals take the place of every kind of life form. Helen and Philo seem to be more used to this view than Nathan. You have reached Crystal Lands, northeast. Swipe left, or swipe right. To move. Saving point. You saved the game. Helen. Helen can't help Nathan. Philo knows what to do. Helen can't help. Guard. The guard is silent, even in this unusual scenario. The guard is silent. Philo. Philo tells Nathan that he needs powder from magic crystals for the spell on the sword. Philo tells Nathan that he needs powder from magic crystals for the spell on the sword. Nathan answers that they are surrounded by crystals, so it should be easy to find. Philo adds that the powder he needs has to be refined. Only alchemists use it. Philo tells Miner. The miner has no problem with back-breaking labor when it is for the glory of the realm, but he would like to be paid more. The miner has no problem with cart full of crystals. A cart ready to be transported to Kurigos. A cart ready. Merchant. The merchant says that crystals dug from this open-cast mine are the richest in the realm. The merchant says that... Signpost. The signpost says that Kurigos is to the east, while the royal city is to the west and south. The signpost says southern exit, western exit, eastern exit, saving point. You save eastern, western, southern exit, western exit, southern.
8 giờ.
While continuing along the path, Nathan finds himself in front of a huge lake. Its water is extremely clear. You have reached Crystal Lands, southeast. Lake. A lake of blue and transparent water. The lake bed is full of pebbles. A lake of blue and crystal gargoyle. The battle begins. 100 low in the middle. He's in great shape. 100 low in the middle. He's in 100 low in the middle. Nathan gets hit. Blow on the right. Blow on the right. Nathan gets hit. 75%. He isn't worried. Blow in the middle. More than 75%. More than 75%. Nathan gets more hit. Than 75%. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap. Lake. A lake of blue and transparent. Miner. The miner says that even if gargoyles and dragons have wings, they are not able to fly. The miner says that even if gargoyles... Soldier. The soldier tells the king that he made a terrible sacrifice for the sake of the realm. The soldier tells the small crystal dragon. The battle begins. More than 70. Blow in the middle. Nathan gets hit. Blow on the right. Nathan more gets than hit. 75%. Blow on the left. He isn't worried. Blow in the middle. Nathan gets hit. Blow in the middle. More than 75%. More than 75%. Blow on the left. Nathan gets more than 75%. Blow in the middle. He isn't worried. Blow on more than 75%. Blow on the left. He isn't worried. Blow on the left. Nathan more gets hit. Blow in the middle. More than 75%. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap. Lake. A lake of blue and... Miner. The miner says that even... Soldier. The soldier tells the king... Apprentice. The apprentice says that crystal dragons love living in the lakes. The apprentice says that crystal... Northern exit. Western exit. Lake. Western exit. You have reached Crystal Lands, southwest. Rune drawn on the wall. Someone has drawn a rune on the wall. Maybe a... Someone has drawn a rune on the wall. Maybe a miner. Miner. The miner says that sometimes crystals begin to move and become crystal gargoyles. The miner says, huge crystal. A huge magic crystal. Is it maybe ready to become a gargoyle? A huge alchemical alembics. A lot of glass stills used to distill. A lot of glass... Small crystal dragon. The battle begins. Nathan! Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Double tap to Rune. Someone has drawn a rune. Miner. The miner said... Huge. A huge... Alchemic. A lot of glass. Alchemist. Nathan asks the alchemist about the refined crystal powder. The alchemist replies and says he needs a specific type of crystal. The one that comes from an adult crystal dragon. Nathan asks the lake. A lake of blue and transparent water. The lake bed is full of pebbles. A lake of soldier. The soldier tells Nathan that the last battle of the war between Fredia and Reldia was fought here. The soldier tells Nathan, northern exit, eastern exit, southern exit, rune drawn on the wall. Someone has drawn southern exit, eastern exit, northern exit, soldier, northern exit. Nathan continues to explore the huge expanse of crystals. At his feet, there is no grass or earth, but a hard blue surface. You have reached Crystal Lands, northwest. Supervisor. The scholar warmly greets Nathan. He asks him if he knows the story of this place. Swipe left to say yes. Swipe right to say no. The scholar tells Nathan that the war was near the end with the victory of the Freydens, who besieged the royal city. King Alan, shocked by the impending defeat, used all the magic power available to him on these lands, creating a huge explosion which killed both enemies and allies. The scholar is convinced that King Alan is finally paying for his sins. The scholar is Crystal Gargoyle. Battle. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Double tap to Supervisor. The scholar is convinced. Apprentice. The apprentice says that if a crystal gargoyle lives long enough, it evolves into a crystal dragon. The apprentice says that if Miner. The miner tells Nathan that, in his opinion, crystal gargoyles are terrifying. A long time ago, he heard one of them talking. The miner tells Nathan, cart full of crystals. A cart ready to be transported to Kurigos. A cart ready. Soldier. Soldiers protect miners against crystal creatures. Soldiers Eastern exit. Southern exit. Supervisor. Eastern You have reached Crystal Lands, northeast. Swipe saving point. You say Helen. Helen can't help Nathan. Philo knows what to do. Guard. The guard is silent. Philo tell Miner. The miner has no cart full of crystal. A cart ready to be merchant. The merchant says that crystals dug from this open cast mine are the richest in the realm. The merchant says that crystals signpost. Southern signpost. The sign southern western exit. You have reached southern exit. Crystal southern exit. Nathan walks in that strange land. The terrain is very uneven due to numerous excavations. You have reached Crystal Lands, southwest. Rune drawn on the wall. Someone has drawn a rune on the wall. Maybe a miner. The miner says that sometimes crystals begin to move. The miner says that sometimes crystals begin to move and become crystal gargoyles. Huge crystal. A huge alchemical alembic. A lot of glass still. Small crystal dragon. Battle big blow. Nathan gets hit. Nathan gets victory! Nathan gains experience points. Double tap to rune. Someone has miner. The miner says that a huge alchemical alembics. A lot of glass still. Alchemist. Nathan asks the alchemist about the refined crystal powder. Lake. A lake of Soldier. The soldier tells Nathan, northern exit, southern exit, rune drawn on southern. The rhythmic sound of pickaxes hitting the crystals follows Nathan as he continues his journey to the cave. You have reached Crystal Lands, far south. Lake. A lake of blue and transparent water. It seems that a dragon is sleeping in the depth. Nathan picks up a stone and throws it in the water. Furious, the crystal dragon attacks. The battle begins. Nathan gets more hit. Than 70. Nathan gets hit. Nathan gets Lord right. Lord right. Nathan gets hit. 70. Nathan gets hit. Blow left. Blow left. Nathan gets hit. Nathan gets low. Nathan gets hit. Nathan gets hit. Nathan blow. Nathan gets hit. Nathan gets hit. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tapped. A lake of blue and transparent water. The lake bed is full of pebbles. A lake of blue. Small crystal dragon. The battle begins. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap. Lake. A lake of blue and... Apprentice. The apprentice is studying the... Swipe left to say yes. Swipe right to say no. Swipe. Nathan has more important things to do. The apprentice is studying the local crystals. He would like to compare them with the ones from the swamp's mushrooms. The boy asks Nathan if he's willing to bring a sample of their cap. Swipe left to say yes. Nathan agrees to bring a sample to the apprentice. The apprentice asks Nathan if he has already found a mushroom. The apprentice asks... Signpost. The signpost says the way to the royal city of Reldia is to the east. Northern exit. Eastern exit. Nathan can't proceed. His sword can't hurt the ghosts. Lake. Lake. Eastern. Northern exit. You have reached rune. Someone has miner. The miner says that huge. A huge. Alchemic. A lot of glass. Small crystal dragon. The battle. Nathan gets victory. Nathan gets rune draw. Double tap. Miner. The miner said huge. A huge. Alchemic. A lot of alchemist. The alchemist tells Nathan that now he can refine the crystal powder. After a... The alchemist tells Nathan that magic crystals can be used in various applications. The alchemist tells Nathan that... Lake. A lake of blue and transparent... Alchemist. Lake. Soldier. The soldier tells Nathan... Northern exit. Eastern exit. Southern exit. Rune drawn on the... Southern... Eastern exit. Northern exit. You have reached Crystal Supervisor. The scholar is Crystal Gargoyle. The battle begins. Victory! Supervisor. The double tap to The apprentice says that miner. The miner tells Nathan cart full of crystal. A cart ready to be soldier. Soldiers protect miner. Eastern exit. Southern exit. Supervisor. Southern. Eastern. You have eastern exit. Crystal Land. Southern exit. You have lake. A lake of blue. Crystal Gargoyle. The battle. Victory! Lake. A lake of miner. The miner says that even if... Soldier. The soldier tells the... Small crystal dragon. The battle begins. Victory! Lake. A lake of double. The miner said. The soldier. Apprentice. The apprentice. Northern exit. Western exit. Lake. West. Northern. Saving. Crystal lands. Helen takes Nathan's sword, drawing some magic symbol on its blade using crystal powder. For a while, Helen will follow Nathan to the castle. She must know if her father is all right. Helen will follow Nathan to the castle. Philo can't follow Nathan to the royal city. He's not a warrior, and ghosts would kill him. Philo can't follow Miner. The miner has no problem with back-breaking labor when it... Cart full of crystal. A cart ready to be... Merchant. The merchant says that... Signpost. The signpost says... Southern exit. Eastern exit. You have reached... Soldier. Eastern exit. You have reached Western Southern exit. You have reached Eastern Dungeons of Cure. Eastern Northern exit. You have reached City Western Southern Eastern. You have reached Western City of Curigan. You have reached Western East Desert of... You have Western Southern Desert of Eastern. You have reached Grave Desert Eastern exit. You have Western Eastern Desert Northern Eastern Northern. You have reached Swamp of Melfred. Soldier. The soldier had to bring a pond. A small pool. Saving point. Use big crystal. A strange mushroom. Nathan scrapes the small crystals from the cap of the mushroom with his sword. A strange mushroom. Small crystals are on its cap, similar to the ones in the crystal lands. A strange mushroom. Small crystal. Northern exit. Big saving point. Pond. Southern exit. Pond. Save. Big northern. Western exit. You have saving point. Just Swamp of Melfred. The battle. Victory! Saving point. You double reptile man. The battle. Victory! Saving point. Use big. Nathan gets a healing potion. Big crystal mushroom. A strange mushroom. Small crystals are on its cap, similar to the ones in the crystal lands. Save Eastern exit. You have Southern exit. Swamp of Southern exit. You have Western exit. You have Grave. There's Western exit. You have Western. There's Western exit. You have Western exit. You have Western exit. You have soldier. Soldier. Western exit. You have soldier. Western exit. You have reached Eastern Crystal Western exit. You have reached Southern exit. You have reached Southern exit. You have reached Lake Crystal, a lake of blue and small crystal dragons. The battle begins. Victory! Nathan Lake. A lake. Nathan gets a apprentice. Double tap. The apprentice takes the sample of the mushroom's crystals. He quickly gives a reward to Nathan and immediately starts to compare them with the local ones. The apprentice takes the sample of the mushroom's crystal. Signpost. The signpost. Northern exit. Eastern lake. Eastern. Nathan and Helen enter the city. Silence covers everything. An unnatural calm. Helen is very worried and begins to run towards the heart of the city. Nathan must catch her before the ghosts attack her. You have reached Royal City of More than 75%. Nathan gets hit. He isn't worried. On the left. Go on the left. Go on the left. More than 75%. More than 75%. Go on the left. More than 75%. More than 70. Go on the left. Go in the middle. Go in the more middle. Than 70. Nathan gets hit. He isn't worried about it. More than 75%. More than 75%. More than 75%. More than 75%. Nathan gets hit. More than 70%. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan increases his experience level. Double tap to continue. Saving point. You saved the game. Soldier Spectre. The 100% life points. He's in great shape. Nathan gets hit. Low in the middle. Low in the middle. Low on the left. More than 75%. Nathan gets hit. He isn't worried about it. More than 75% life points. Low on the left. He isn't worried about it. Low on the right. Low in the middle. 75%. Low in the middle. Low in the middle. Low in the middle. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap. Saving point. You save signpost. The signpost says that the crystal lands are to the north. The signpost says flower. Flowers are not disturbed by the ghost's presence. Flowers are not barricade. Barricades can't do much against ghosts. Barricade. Arquebusier's phantom. Lamp with crystal. A lamp. The crystal inside it is. Arquebusier's phantom. Lamp with crystal. Lamp. The crystal inside it is still lit. A lamp. Fountain. The sound of running water coming from the fountain makes it even more obvious how silent the city is. The sound of western exit, southern exit, saving point. You saved southern. You have reached Royal City of Reldia. Center. Swipe left. Soldier Spectre. The battle. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Double tap to get shop. There won't be any customers for a long time. There won't be. Arquebusier's fan. The battle begins. Nathan gets hit. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Double tapped. Shop. There won't be any lamp with crystal. A lamp. The crystal inside it is still lit. A lamp. Northern exit. Eastern exit. Southern exit. Shop. Southern eastern exit. Nathan enters the silent city. He hears the voice of Helen in the distance, but she is too far away, and he can't understand what she's saying. You have reached Royal City of Reldia. East. Swipe signpost. The signpost says that the Royal Palace of Reldia is to the south. The signpost, Arquebusier's fan. The battle begins. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap. Signpost. The signpost, barricade. Barricades can't do much against ghosts. Barricade. Lamp with crystal. A lamp. The crystal inside it is still lit. A lamp. Soldier Spectre. The back more than 75%. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Double tap to sign. The signpost. Barricade. Barricade. Lamp with crystal. Lamp. Helen. Helen tells Nathan that the way to the royal palace is blocked. He has to kill the necromancer. Helen tells Nathan that the way to the royal palace is blocked. He has to kill the southern exit. Western exit. Signpost. West southern exit. A spell seals the door. It's impossible to pass through while the necromancer is still alive. A spell. Western. The royal city is abandoned, but the buildings are still intact. Supernatural invaders are flowing from street to street, passing through the walls as if they do not exist. You have reached Soldier Spectre. The battle begins. Victory! Nathan gains shop. Nathan gets a Arquebusier double. The battle begins. Nathan gets hit. Victory! Shop. There won't be any custom. Nathan gets a lamp with a double tap to continue. Northern exit. Eastern exit. Southern exit. Nathan steps into a side alley. Between the buildings there is a small square. In the center of it stands a large crystal, which glows with a blue light. You have reached Royal City of Reldia. Swipe left. Flower. Flowers are not disturbed by the ghost's presence. Flowers are lamp with crystal. A lamp. The crystal inside it is still lit. A lamp. Huge crystal. The crystal is glowing purple. Nathan hits it with his sword. The crystal stops glowing. The necromancer appears in front of him. With an evil laugh, he throws himself against Nathan. The battle. Blow on the left. Nathan gets hit. Blow in the middle. Nathan gets hit. Blow on the left. Nathan. Blow on the right. Nathan gets hit. Nathan gets hit. Nathan gets hit. Blow on the left. Nathan gets hit. Nathan gets hit. Nathan gets hit. Nathan gets. Nathan gets hit. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap. The crystal is broken. Northern exit. Flower. Flowers are not lamp. A lamp. The crystal inside it is still lit. Huge crystal. The crystal is broken. Northern exit. You have reached soldiers. Royals. Victory! Shop. There won't be any Arquebusier's fan. The battle begins. Nathan gets hit. Victory! Nathan. Shop. There won't be. Double lamp. Northern exit. Eastern exit. Southern eastern. You have signpost. This royal city. Arquebusier's fan. The battle begins. Victory! Nathan. The signpost. Barricade. Lamp with a lamp. Soldier spectre. The battle. Nathan gets victory! The signpost. Barricade. Lamp. A lamp. Helen tells Nathan that southern exit. Western signpost. West southern. With the death of the necromancer, the seal of the royal palace entrance breaks down. Nathan and Helen enter into the dark and silent rooms. You have reached Royal Palace of Reldia, north. Swipe Helen. Helen is concerned. Ghosts are still haunting the city. Then the necromancer was not the one who summoned them. Helen is concerned. Northern exit. Southern exit. Helen. Southern exit. Nathan and Helen walk into the palace, hearing only the sound of their steps. They arrive in the central hall. In front of them, there is a huge iron door. Behind that door is the throne room. You have reached Royal Palace of Reldia, center. Swipe Helen. Helen wants to know if her father is all right. She tells Nathan to find a formula to unlock the doors. Helen wants to know if her father is all... Soldier spectre. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan increases his experience level. Double tap. Helen. Helen wants to know if her Arquebusier's fan. Nathan gets hit. Victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tap. Helen. Helen wants to know if northern exit, eastern exit, southern exit, western exit. Helen. Northeastern exit. Nathan enters the royal library. Its numerous shelves are full of ancient and modern texts. There are tables and even a lectern for those who want to study. You have reached Western Royal. You have reached West Southern. A spell prevents access to the throne room. Eastern exit. You have reached Royal Palace of Reldia, East. Swipe Library. The shelves are full of books on every kind of subject. The shelves are full of books on lectern with book. A wooden lectern. On it, a book of magic. Nathan takes the book to bring it to Helen. A table. Helen probably studied on it for a long time. A table. Western exit. Library. Western. You have read Helen. Nathan gives the book of magic to the princess. Helen thanks him. She writes the spell runes as described in the book, with magic crystal powder. The door of the throne room opens. Nathan gives the book of magic. Soldier spectre. Nathan victory! Nathan gains. Helen. Nathan. Arquebusier's fan. The double. Nathan gets victory! Nathan. Helen. Nathan gives the book double. Northern exit. Eastern exit. Southern exit. Western exit. Nathan enters a room which seems to be an archive. All the shelves full of books have been moved, and in the center of the room, there is an arcane obelisk. You have reached Royal Palace of Reldia, West. Crystal Supervisor. Crystal Obelisk. An obelisk with a lot of runes drawn on it. It seems that it was used for a very complex spell. An obelisk with Eastern Crystal Supervisor. Nathan meets the scholar again. The old man tells him that the madness of King Alan unleashed an ancient and evil creature. He gives a notebook to Nathan. 3 runes are needed to summon the creature. The runes are somewhere in the realm. The scholar asks Nathan if he will seek them. Swipe left to say yes. Nathan agrees to seek the runes. He will defeat the monster personally. The scholar says that the opponent will be a formidable challenge. The scholar says, an obelisk with a lot of runes drawn on it. It seems that it was used for a very complex spell. Eastern Supervise. Eastern. You have reached Helen. Nathan gives the Book of Magic. Western Helen. Soldier Spectre. Victory! Nathan gained. Helen. Double tap to get Aquabusier's fan. Victory! Nathan. Helen. Nathan gives the Nathan. Northern exit. Eastern. Southern exit. Western exit. Southern exit. Eastern. Northern exit. You have reached northern exit. Northern exit. You have signpost. Royal City. Aquabusier's fan. The battle. Nathan. Victory! Signpost. The signpost. Barricade. Barricade. Double. Lamp with a lamp. Soldier Spectre. The battle begins. Victory! Signpost. Barricade. The signpost says barricade. Lamp with a lamp. Southern exit. You have southern exit. Royal. You have reached western exit. Royal City of Western. Southern exit. Western exit. You have soldier spec. Royal. The battle. Victory! Shop. There won't be any. Aquabusier's fan. Nathan gets victory! Nathan. Shop. There won't be any. Nathan. Lamp with Chris. A lamp. Double. Northern exit. Eastern. Southern exit. You have reached flower. Royal City. Lamp. A lamp. The crystal in. Huge. The crystal is broken. The crystal is northern exit. Flower. Northern. You have southern exit. Royal City of Reldia. Northern exit. Eastern northern exit. You saving point. You Royal Soldier Spectre. Victory! Nathan. Saving. You saved the signpost. The signpost says that flower. Flowers are not barricade. Barricade. Aquabusier's fan. Nathan gets victory! Saving. You save. You double. The signpost says flower. Flowers are not barricade. Barricade. Lamp with crystal. A lamp. The fountain. The sound of running. Western exit. Southern exit. Saving point. You say southern. Western exit. You have reached Lake, Crystal Land, Eastern Lake, Eastern, Northern, Signpost, Northern exit. You have reached Rune, Crystal Lands. Someone has drawn a rune on the wall. Nathan copies the glyph in his notebook. Someone has drawn a rune on the wall. Maybe a miner. Miner. The miner says that sometimes crystals begin to move. Rune, southern exit, eastern exit, northern exit. You have reached Supervisor Crystal Lands, southern exit, eastern exit. You have reached eastern exit, western exit, southern exit. You have Lake, western, northern exit. You have reached saving point. You saved Helen. Saving Helen. Say eastern, western exit. Eastern exit. You have reached barricades. Soldier. West, eastern exit. You have reached soldier. City. Soldier. Western exit. Southern exit. You signpost. East. Northern exit. Soldier. Northern. Eastern. You map. Dungeons of Western exit. Southern exit. You saving point. Saving point. You say barricade. Saving. Southern exit. You have rune drawn. Someone has drawn a rune on the wall. Nathan copies the glyph in his notebook. Someone has drawn a rune on the wall. Standard bearer of Freda. The standard bearer pretends. Southern exit. Northern exit. You have southern, northern, done. Southern exit, western, dungeons of cure. You have reached eastern, done, northern exit. You have reached western, southern, western. You have reached soldier, western, eastern, western. You have reached eastern, crystal land, western exit. You have reached southern exit. You rune drawn, some crystal lands, southern exit. You have reached Lake, eastern exit. You have saving you royal southern exit. You have reached southern exit. You have reached northern huge crystal northern exit. You have reached southern eastern royal. You have western egg royals. You have southern exit royals. You west southern exit royal city of Reldia east. You have reached southern exit. You have reached western exit. You have reached Roy Supervisor. The scholar says that the opponent will be a formidable challenge. Crystal an obelisk with a lot of runes drawn on it. It seems that it was used for a very complex spell.
File của bạn có thông báo mới đây, lượng lưu trữ sắp hết, điều này có thể làm chậm điện thoại của bạn. Hãy xóa một số file để giữ cho mọi thứ hoạt động suôn sẻ.
Eastern exit. The scholar says that the opponent will be eastern exit. You have reached Western Roy Southern exit. Eastern exit. You have reached Royal Palace. Western exit. You have reached Western South Royal. The throne room is immersed in darkness. Suddenly, Helen passes Nathan, running inside to see how her father is. Nathan hears Helen screaming and runs into the room to help her. You have reached Royal Palace of Reldia. Throne room. Swipe. Helen, with tears in her eyes, says that her father is not himself. He tried to attack her. Helen, with tears in her eyes. Crystal Throne. Northern exit. Helen. Crystal Throne. The throne is in the middle of the room. The backrest is full of crystal spikes. The king is sitting on the throne. He sees Nathan and he stands up, slowly drawing the sword lodged in the crystals. With a sad voice, Alan tells Nathan that he never intended for things to get this far out of hand. He only wanted everyone's suffering to be over. He has already stopped a war and has tried to stop a second one, by any means necessary. But now he's too old, and he has lost control of the magic. His face becomes furious, and his voice is replaced by thousands of people saying only a single word: revenge. The king attacks. The battle below on the left. Nathan low on the right. Nathan gets low in the middle. Nathan low on the right. Nathan gets victory! Nathan gains experience points. Nathan gets a healing potion. Double tapped. Nathan defeats King Alan. Phantoms quickly disappear from the royal city. Some weeks later, the town is again populated, and everyone is celebrating the coronation of Queen Helen. Nathan waits in the royal house for his reward. As savior of the realm, he has been rewarded with a private room in the palace. 2 weeks later, Nathan is called to the throne room. The environment is not dark and stern anymore. The sun lights up the granite walls of the hall. Flowers all around celebrate the coronation of Helen. The new queen waits for Nathan on her throne, still covered by magic crystals. Helen thanks Nathan for his effort in bringing peace to her father. She gives Nathan a sack full of gold coins. Before giving the reward, she says that she'd like to assign him a new task. With the death of the former king, the dukedom of Freda will probably attack the realm. The new queen needs a brave counselor she can trust. Helen asks Nathan if he wants to accept this position. Swipe left to say yes, swipe right to say no. Nathan accepts. He will be the queen's counselor, and together they will guide the realm through an age of peace. Time passes, and Nathan fulfills his duty as counselor to his best ability. The realm thrives like never before, and Queen Helen is more and more beloved. On an ill-fated day, though, a messenger arrives from the allied Willow City, far beyond the Sea of the Moon. He tells the queen that Kilius, demon of frost, has transformed the whole land, once a green and prosperous one, into a plain of ice and cold. Helen knows what she must do. She asks Nathan to reach Willow City and save it, like he did for Reldia. The former mercenary doesn't need to be asked twice, and immediately boards the first available vessel to sail towards a new blind quest: the Frost Demon and the Ivy Queen. See you soon, Wayfarer. You have completed the game at 80%. Continue to